Asterigos, Curse of the Stars on the Xbox One. This is video number 4. I guess we're not doing research streams anymore. This is a game that I obtained from the Maryland Library System. This disc, I've been playing this for about, it says here 2.5 hours. I'd say that's about right. I want to say I was probably playing it for about 20 more minutes when I wasn't recording commentary because I was exploring around and not saving my progress while exploring. So yeah, I've been playing this game for at least 2.5 hours. This game seems okay. Like we're probably in the B- tier in terms of Souls-like games I actually want to play. So we're talking about if Elden Ring is in the B+ tier, like the B plus tier ish. The other Dark Souls games are probably in the B- tier. So I guess if you ask me which game would I rather play, right now I'm playing this one. I go back and I try to play Dark Souls in the Xbox One every once in a while, the remastered version. I was able to download Dark Souls 1 and 3 on the Xbox One, but for some reason 2 isn't available. I don't know why. Is that a... No, that's a partner of mine, okay. We're escorting this dude. At the end of video number 3, I managed to make it to this town. I'm in the Blackstreets, the best kind of streets. And we are here to turn that off. Hold on, I gotta turn off my radio. There we go. So we're in the Blackstreets, here to escort this dude. Don't even remember where. I have a staff and a dagger, which are mentioned here in the profile section. Yeah, I got a staff and a dagger. Hold down the left bumper for iron sights so you can target enemies from a distance with the X button. You can also charge it, but it doesn't seem to do anything yet. I want to say there's a skill on my skill tree that allows me to get a more powerful attack with the X button if I do that. The X button is for a regular attack that's short distance. Press the left trigger for a sliding dagger spin. Might need to turn up the brightness here. This is really dark. And the Y button is for a regular attack. I should also mention you can press the Y button followed by X for a back step that does a lot of damage. You can also weave an X, then a Y, then an X again. So this allows you to attack enemies from a distance, close the distance with the Y button, press the X button for the back step. It's a nice little combo I'm going to try. There are apparently... The synergy between the two weapons is kind of interesting, but I've only been using these two weapons and the game's default sword. So if you want to play a more traditional melee tank, like in a From Software game, sure, but I'm playing with a more mobile character. B button is for a dodge roll. Right trigger is for a jump that doesn't seem to do anything. I mean, you can... Okay, there are some jumps here in the second area of the game that you're going to have to do. Let's see. The RB buttons for this menu, we can press the X button for a special attack. That's a special combo. A 3-hitter. RB and A or Y is for this skill, which allows me to recharge my abilities more quickly. In the meantime, let me set this up. So I'll go to the rest area. This is our bonfire where we can replenish our health. The enemies are also respawned if they were killed. So again, like in Dark Souls, enemies respawn if you go to these things. And you can save anytime. At least I think you can save anytime, so that's good. I can press left on the D-pad for a potion that heals my life. Press down on the D-pad for throwing daggers, which I'm not going to use just yet. Press right on the D-pad for this. Glimmer. Hey, listen. And press up to switch to different elementals. So this is my default Asteria elemental. I guess it's neutral. And we can also use fire. If you press the B button, hold up, press B, switch to fire. So I get these fire attacks. So we'll mess around with that. See how we do. Press the right stick to zoom in. Hold on. No diggity. No doubt. So, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to keep doing that. There's a dude over there. Press the right stick to target, and then move the right stick to cycle between the targets. As I mentioned earlier, I can hold down the L left bumper and try to target this dude. I'll see how much damage this does. Up, hold up and press Y. We'll go to the Astral Elemental. I can't move while looking down the iron sights. There is a skill that unlocks the ability to move while targeting like this. But for now, I'm stationary. Yeah, this hits harder. At least it looks like it hits harder. Uh-oh. It's entirely possible that was a different kind of weapon. Up. B. Yeah, the Astral hits harder. So Astral Elementals hit harder. There's another dude over there. Is there someone else down there? Yeah, there is. Well, he doesn't seem to be following me. Oh well, so this is the hardest hitting element that I got. Okay, I'll take that. Actually, he'll take that, and I'll collect that loot. There's a ladder I can probably jump up and climb. Or I might have to shoot it down. I can run by pressing the left stick. Okay, so I can't climb that. That's stupid. There is someone up there, isn't there? There is. Okay, so never mind. Just a second. We'll deal with that later. I can't use my daggers on that. The other dude over there. So I'm going to need this. I wouldn't be able to see him otherwise. This dude's a bit of a tank. So I don't have to zoom in on him. I can just do this. Wipe him out from a distance. Careful! Wah! I think he broke my poise. He's on the ground, so I got him on the ground. I didn't want to fall. So that worked out better than I would have expected, though. Camera is slightly annoying. It's not a deal breaker yet, but it will be something you will have to manage a tiny bit occasionally. So fair warning there. Thankfully, this game's not terribly challenging on the default difficulty level so far. There is an easy mode. It's called a story mode. Whoops, that's not good. Just a second. Let's do this. Haha. Can I reach him? Yeah, I can reach him from here. Suck it. Nope. Can't reach. No, can't reach him. Give me a second. Him. That works. So we have a three-hit combo with this staff right here. I don't think that dude can reach me from behind the wall. Yeah, he can't reach me from behind the wall, I don't think. Let me try a thing. Nope. Let's try this thing. Can't reach. Press left on the D-pad for the salve. I'm allowed to hold 20 of these. Got him. All right. Got 14. Got nearly 15,000 souls in the top right-hand corner of the screen. They're listed up there in the top right-hand corner. I think when you die, you lose them, or at least you have to retrieve them, like in Dark Souls. But I don't even know what they're used for, because this is different from the experience. Because the experience is listed here on the right-hand side of the screen. See, fifth line down below my name. Fourth line down. Fourth line below my name. EXP. 1036. Let me check on something. I want to see how much experience I get from these guys. There's got to be someone there waiting to gank me. Yep, see, I knew it. Hey, bro. You gonna climb? He just whoops. That's not. Did not want that. Did not want that. Just a second. Okay, now that he's down, I can climb. So if he doesn't follow me, then I can run away. I don't think I took any hits there, so I'm not complaining. I don't think I took any hits there. These environments are reasonably dense. I think so it does feel like a Dark Souls game in that sense. Surge, kind of the same deal. There we go. Good? Not really, no. Just don't press the wrong button and you're fine. Whoops! Did it again! Did it again. Ugh. So I keep accidentally pressing the left trigger and I wind up sliding with my daggers and I slid right into that. Just it's like the third. You saw me do that twice already. Just literally my finger slipped. Hey, bro. Can't reach. Got him that time. But there's a dude behind the wall over there, so I have to be careful. Sometimes these enemies do drop salves, so the 20 that I'm carrying, it's a nice to have. Okay, that's good. Someone's over there behind that wall, I believe. There's another dude over there. How do we want to do this? Well, if that dude behind the wall doesn't see me, we're probably going to be fine. Let me lock in on this dude. Get a couple cheap shots in. Okay, he's going down. Okay, 4 hits brought him down with the iron sights. Just a second. That's fine. No enemy down there? I could also use fire to, like, light this place up a little bit. Just a second. Yeah, I knew it. Sup, son? Hit him with the Y button if he charges me. Okay, we're good. The frame rate seems to be jumping up into the 40s in this area. But it's going to dip back into the 30s before too long. So yeah, the frame rate jostles around a bit. I don't think I can lock it down. But I was capturing at 30 FPS earlier. But yeah, if you look up at a wall, keep the camera close to a corner, it might jump up to the 40s. Which means on a Series X, you can probably get 60 FPS out of this game. This game came out in 2022, 2023 apparently, so that part's fine. I was supposed to play another game actually during that. Okay, I saw that effect. Can't fool me. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. So again, I keep pressing that button. I'm probably gonna have to switch buttons if it's that bad. There is an enemy over there. Enemy over here. There he is. Bit of hitching there in some of the lighting. I see some. I guess the game's trying to load assets in the distance. I don't know. But you can see the white flash there occasionally. Maybe a tiny bug, nothing serious. Yeah, I saw that flash. Yes, there's some white flashes here and there, so I get it. We going up or down? We usually go up and fall down. That's usually the way we explore. Remember, it's easier to fall than to climb, so you might as well go up then down. Nope. Ray tracing, what's that? Who needs ray tracing? Well, I mean, I've been told it's supposed to make global illumination solutions easier for certain developers, which I guess it would be, but then you have to spend a bunch of time, optimizing for because of how expensive it is to do all the lighting. I mean, to be fair, I want to say all global illumination solutions are expensive in some way. Like illumination's expensive. if you go back to the old days, I think you're just you're lighting. You're not lighting anything. Like there was no I want to say there was no actual lighting in games like Mario 64. Like what? I mean, I guess there was some light, some global illumination in Super Mario Sunshine. But the idea is that you can just like draw. You can just draw a texture, and this is the color. This is how it's lit, like in the old days. So it's not so much baked. I guess you can call it baked, but it's like they're just textures. They look a certain way. So I already got that, dude. So there's someone over here, right? Okay, what was that? What was that? Uh-oh. Just a second. You gotta whittle these guys down. Here he comes. Don't step in front of me. Yeah, I gotta do the back step. So yeah, I was just X, then Y, then X, because X is the back step finisher. That helps me. I press the Y button to close the distance on an enemy that's getting too close, then press the X button to backstep as soon as I do that sliding dagger combo. I do need to practice using the daggers, but I'm not fighting it up close. The daggers are just to keep away. The what is it? Oh, okay, it's not it. That's weird. There we go. Okay, so we can do that. Okay, that's a nice touch. They got the flower on the camera. So which way am I going? Can I hide here? Oh, hold on. Hey, look at that. That's cute. I don't remember seeing anything like that before. I got a Rodos symbol. That is a fast travel item it's a consumable that takes me back to my last bonfire. Whatever you want to, the dais or whatever you want to call it. Okay, we're going to stay indoors. We're not leaving. Yeah, we're not going outside yet. Back in the ghetto. The ghettos tried to trap me. I got out. Uh-oh. Can I go in this way? Yeah, not this time. I don't even remember. I think this might be the other way out. So I already got that. I don't think I've been here before. Deserted aqueduct. Of course. More gated content. Literally, more gated content. So yeah, frame rate's probably in the 40s, upper 50s in this tiny little corridor here. But then it drops back to the 30s as soon as we get to any kind of combat. Which again, I expected this game to like run at 30 anyway. It's a Dark Souls clone on the Xbox One in 2022. I'm expecting it to run at 30. Yeah, obviously it looks better than like a PS2 game, but if you had told me this game had been made on the Xbox 360, I believe you. It looks a little bit better, sure, than most Xbox 360 games. So I'll give it that. I compared it to Immortals Phoenix Rising. That was an open world game. Whoops, wrong button. That dude above me is going to drop, so be careful. What am I shooting at? Him. 4 shots brought him down. The dude above him didn't even move. Yeah, brother man up there didn't bother to move. That's hilarious. There he goes. Okay. Yeah, the camera's going to be a slight problem here, but I got it. Okay. Slight problem. The salve will recover 40% of my health, or a maximum 40% of my maximum health. I did think it was hilarious that I shot the other dude down. The dude on the other side had nothing to say about that. That was hilarious. So it wasn't much of an ambush. Nah. So yeah, it wasn't much of an ambush. There might be some more stuff up there, but What? I don't even know what I picked up. What did I pick? I don't even know what the item was that I picked up. Probably wasn't important. So I hope it wasn't important. He already went down here before. So I guess I'm supposed to go up higher. Give me a second. Yeah, I've been here before. Empty area. I think I got a treasure chest from over here. That's another way out. Back in the ghetto. Yeah, so this area again. So we'll deal with that later. I see there's another area around. There's another entrance around here. Not here though. Well, what's this? Quietly. How'd you like your haircut? Quietly. Ha ha ha. Did I miss? No, I just killed him already. So I'm not gonna deal with that guy. All right, so let's head up. So as long as I'm whittling down all the enemies, it's probably gonna be my excuse to explore some more. I guess it's my excuse to explore without heading back to the bonfire, which is what I'm gonna call it. Okay, already went there. There's the ladder up. It's like I said, I'm gonna climb, then go down. But I've already explored the bottom floor, so I guess it's time to explore the upper ones. Do a quick save. Cancel. Yeah. So we got our ground zero save. Okay, so we have something resembling a ground zero save, so that's fine. All right. Let's see if we can go a bit higher. Oh, wait. Yeah, I can't get to that ladder. So it sounds like a one-way thing. Like maybe I'm supposed to drop that ladder to get up there. Because I don't have like arrows, but I do have magic missiles. But I don't know if the magic missiles will work. Give me a whoops. Did it again. Let's try that again. Can I fire it? Up, B, up, B. I have to snap to get the different element. So I can't shoot it, right? No. So I might have to go up there and drop it. So we'll come back later, see if I can explore what that's about. What can I sell? There might be crap I don't need. Like I can, like if I could sell this, but material increases maximum XP. Oh, did I forget to actually equip that? Having more skill points sounds useful. Processing. So what's the point of a silver trinket? Theory out silver teleports the user to the last conduit used. Each one is consumed. Yeah, so that's a consumable. So what's this? Last conduit used to the shelters conduit. So does that take you back to the castle? Is that what they're talking about? Bombs. Yeah, which is all over Elden Ring, so that's normal. What am I buying here? So I can use some of my cash at the top right-hand corner of the screen to buy this. And it teleports, that's fine. Reset all town points, that's for respecking. Which makes sense. I can buy more of these for 100, so that's not bad. Usable material. Buyback, nope. So I can save this. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're good. All right, so we already came this way. That's the conduit, right? That's the official name. Yeah. We don't need that. Let me just double check on something. Because, I mean, why do I even want to use a bonfire if I can save anywhere? Like, what are we doing exactly? Conduit, making contact will record as a location for emergency teleportation. Okay. So if we just make contact with it, it's going to respawn me here. That's fine. So I'm not going to actually do anything here. I'm just going to interact with it, but not respawn the enemies. So that's the waypoint. So we're doing an autosave here. Wait, did that enemy was always there? Okay, so I think I'm supposed to leave, then circle back around here and drop that ladder. That's what it sounds like. Let's see what my options are here. No enemies here. Is there fall damage? No, no fall damage. That's right, I can level up. Good thing I already saved my game, but there was some inventory here I wanted to investigate. Nope. Etherite, silver, memento, consumed. No, we don't need to do that. Glimmer, don't need to do that. Material. Again, I'm not playing this game from the perspective of a person who likes From Software games. I'm playing it as a person who just wants to see if the game's worth playing. I thought I had some items here I could use. Maybe it's a quick item? 'Cause I don't think it's a is it a trinket? Yeah, increases maximum SP. Perfect. That's fine. Okay, so I got that. Don't think I need any of these. Yeah, because I have my throwing daggers I'm not consuming just yet. What's that at the bottom of the screen? Bottom of the profile? The outfit. Why does this matter? Cosmetics. Sure, cosmetics. Okay, so where are we headed? Okay, so we came down the stairs. I forgot what was behind here. Like I said, we're gonna leave. So we're probably gonna have to climb, then get back into that place where the ladder is. Yeah, I already cleared out this room. Yeah, that's why I didn't rest at the. That's why I didn't rest. That's good. Yeah, I probably should level up. Always need more HP. That's always good. Maybe more attack ability would be nice. Let's get HP for now. Good enough. Got a talent point that I can spend on a skill or a permanent attribute upgrade. What's this? Spinning slash. If you want to do that. Elusive, I do want to do that. The sliding dodge. Daggers, light attack, last deals more damage. Sounds amazing. How much more? I don't know. Place the last hit with a continuous attack. Dagger's technique costs less SP. Sounds amazing. Throw one dagger. If it hits a target, you can teleport, but we can't get there just yet. Greatly increase the interrupt effect of the charged attack. That's right. I also have a. Remember, I also have a spear. Not a spear. I also have a staff, and that's what this is for. The staff charge rates to increasing the damage. So I can charge it. Okay. You can move slowly, which is actually somewhat useful. Let's see. Unleash a storm. That's a skill. Might be interesting. Stack could be fire charge rates a fatter race, but it consumes more HP. We're not going to do that. Redirect lightning. That's a skill I can unlock. Add a fourth hit to the staff chain. Sounds amazing. We'll get to that. You can also press the menu button to zoom. No, press the menu button to zoom out, so you can see the entire skill tree. But for now, we're just rotating the skill tree. For now, we're just rotating the skill tree like that. LB and RB. So let's confirm our learnings with the X button. So I don't think there are any more skills to set. In other words, if you add an extra skill, you can map your skills to any of these buttons if you need to. Won't need that yet. I argue that should be on Y though. Give me a sec. Down. Y for that. So we can change that up later if we need to. But for now, we have our combo and our astral blessing. The blessing's on B and A. The combo is on X and Y. We can change that if we want. That's okay. Good. Anyone else around here? Saw him. Anyone behind us? Wow. Didn't even say a word. Just snuck up right on him. Did he hit me? Hey! Uh-oh, that can't be good. He's down. This dude's gonna be a problem, though. Give me a second. Was expecting a crowd. Gotta make sure I got behind him. Yeah, didn't get behind him that time. Yeah, I used the Y button to kind of get behind him. So I can do that. I need a salve now, so that was bad. Alright, let's see. Another dude up there. Another dude over there. Don't remember where the entrance to the town was, actually. Yeah, I have to take this dude out. Hopefully we won't draw a crowd. Up. Y. Leveled up again. I want to say this is how I got here. Let's see. Experience. Okay, see how much experience I get from fighting these guys. I think these guys respawn when I rescued the shopkeeper. Why? See, it's not doing any more damage. I can move now, so that's good. Yeah, so I can strafe a bit. That's cool. All right, so I'm glad I unlocked that skill. All right. You want to see this is where I found the shopkeeper. That's a dog. Wow, 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 yippee yo, yippee yay. We going down? Yeah. Don't know if those runes are helpful, but the graffiti is nice. Okay, I saw that pop in. You can't fool me. Oh, I knew it. Just a second. No, you don't. And he's down. There's another dude over here, I think. I do need more hit points. Attribute. So we'll confirm that. And what talent do we want? Because again, we're building our staff and our dagger, most likely. What else is up here that I might want? Improving your poise, increase the throwing of giant items. This less damage during a salve. I already unlocked that. Quick recover, but there's a trade. Some of these green stars over here have trade-offs, which I think are kind of cute. The idea of a trade-off seems fine. Create a zone that buffs damage. And what's behind it? Increase maximum XP. Place your roll actually. Might not want that, but again, for certain builds, it might be cute. Forming dagger, sliding dash. Yeah, we're thinking about that. Pass through enemies. Increase the invulnerability duration of the dagger, sliding dodge. I think I just want the staff for now. Add a 4th hit to the quadrant. Sounds amazing. Yeah, so let's do the 4th quadrant. Confirm the learnings. Let's see what our 4-hit combo looks like. Hey, dude. Seems to be stuck behind the sign. That's the 4th hit. That is a nice touch. That is a nice touch. Is there anyone else over here? There. Come get some. Well, plenty of SP, so that's fine. He's down. No one else? No one else. Should there be someone over here? We're going to find out in a second. I don't see anyone over here. Okay, this is the storage area where we came from. So behind it is where we left, is where we finished, where we started the video. Yep. Hi. We've all come full circle. We're not going to rest. We got an autosave. So I cleared out those guys. So we can do a save here. Where is the auto? Well, if I loaded it, it would probably show me an autosave. Okay, so the idea is to investigate outside a bit more, see if we can find that entrance way into the ladder. So we'll be able to make that much progress at least. So I leveled up some, that's good. So let's bust out the ghetto blaster. Actually, like the little spin it does when it charges. It's a nice touch. Okay, I saw that pop in. You can't fool me, fellas. Gotta make some compromises somewhere, I guess. So are we as high as we can go? Oh, there's another dude over there, but that's a dude I want to take out from long range. Might be able to jump around that. Whoa, whoa! Did it again. Did it again. Hopefully we're safe. We'll go there eventually, just not now. We're safe-ish here. Yeah, it's the way to the storage, I guess. Yeah, that's the storage. Yeah, let's not mess this up. I guess these runes are here to help kind of guide you. I don't know. Can't go that way. He's close enough. Press the correct button this time. See if the fat boy next to him sees where I am. Can't reach him. There, we got him. Can I shoot him from here? Yes. He'll figure it out. He's too far away this time. Yeah, he's trying to get to me. I know he was going to get to me. Is there like a ladder? Like, is he eventually going to make his way up the stairs? That would be hilarious. There he goes. Yeah, he's gonna take the stairs. The big fat lump's gonna take the stairs. It's gonna be funny when he actually finds me, though. I think he's just gonna take the stairs. The AI pathfinding will figure it out, and he'll eventually wind up getting to the stairs. Yeah, I wonder how he's gonna get to me. Because I think that's where he would have been. So I'm going up and around. Guess he didn't figure it out. Maybe he jumped off the waterfall. I don't know. The game probably despawned him. Oh well. It's one of those games, I figure. So we good? Did he just lose interest? See if we can jump over there. Oh wait, see there he is right there. Press the correct button and we should be fine. So we lost half his health. So I guess he just came back. So we'll get him. Give me a second. Let me get my potion out. Potion. There we go. Had to press left on the D-pad for that. We got a problem. Ah! Got him. So I got 2 salves. That's good. But I need a bit more health. Hold on. Guess that's not doing too much damage, but that's a long-range attack. So I can't reach him from here. I should be able to run over there and jump. Right trigger. Made it. All right. Who else we got? Can't jump up there. Careful, don't fall off. I like the topography of the layout here. It's a nice touch. What's up, boy? Take that starlight ore fragment. So yeah, this feels more manageable than a Dark Souls game because the boss fights aren't constantly preventing you from making progress. So I prefer this kind of like exploration-based, close quarters, Souls-like stuff. So this feels like what Dark Souls 2 was doing without the hollow crap. But again, I barely remember Dark Souls. Like I'll play Dark Souls probably this Christmas or this Halloween. It's just because I think I do have a tiny bit of Dark Souls 2 footage. I want to say. Nope. Press up or hold up. Press B. Nope. Not gonna do it. Okay, so it's just a waste. Up and press Y. Gimme. Got a pint of Stardust. Yes, this is where I started. Just a second. So those enemies respawned. Da-da-da-da. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. What's up? Yeah, I got homing bombs. What are you gonna do, son? That's right. I got another salve too, so I'm back up to maximum. I'm back up to full now. So might be a couple more enemies on the bottom floor when I first started the game, or from where I first started the game. Can't go up there. So how did I get here? Maybe I just fell. Yeah, I probably just fell and couldn't get back up. So I'm gonna have to walk back the way I came. Which is why you have the teleportation crap, I assume. So I can't jump up, I can only jump down. So that's kind of lame. So I'm gonna have to go around. Because there are a couple of fat boys around here I'm gonna have to take out. And that's the way I came, back to the headquarters. Tell you what, we'll have back to headquarters. I'll talk to Minerva because I think she has something I might have wanted to give her. So we'll see if that gives us any, if it helps us make any progress. If I talk to Minerva, I'll take that. Other salve I don't need. Oh well. Oh well, look at that. So that does sap my energy. So now I wonder what else is over here. Got 3 of them. Wow. Didn't even need those. Can I even go in here? No, I can't. So it's a one-way door. Dark Souls had that. One-way doors. Shortcuts and crap. So I don't want to go that way. If I can just do a quick drop. Took some fall damage there, so that was bad. But it's a good thing I had the salve, because I took some poison damage from all that crap. And what's this over here? I heard a squeak. No one else is down here? I think I might have been here before, I don't remember. Just drop. Press the dodge button to drop. Can't break that. I want to say there was a potion I picked up here earlier. Might have been another salve. So I gotta squeeze through it. Gotta squeeze through a crack in the wall, like most modern games. Hold on. I don't need any more of these. They aren't worth that much if I keep picking them up. So if Minerva doesn't give me anything, I'm just gonna reload my game save. Because I think I stayed in my game before I leveled up that time, but whatever. Yeah, I've been here before. This is where I had to jump to get across. There was a potion over there that I grabbed already. So yeah, an actual like open-ish world. Lots of narrow corridors, but lots of like lots of tangents and like a hub area with some tangents. So I guess this is like Blighttown and Dark Souls. I'm not sure. Like how many of these have I played? Because I know I played like I played Dark Souls, I played Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, Elden Ring, Bloodborne, Lords of the Fallen, Surge 1 and 2, Xuan Yuan Swords. Here we are. Let's talk to her. Talk. Talk about, no, I don't want to need that. I don't need that. How about other important matters? And no voice acting for this part. So is this like a more quests, I guess we can get? No, so don't hoard side quests, I guess. Fine. War table. So what else do we got? Because I can't go anywhere else. Okay. Yeah, so less than half the dialogue is voice acted, which is cute. Talk. Missions and district information. It's about Quintus. He's got plenty of tricks up his sleeves, a wide array of contracts, ability to do business. So is he a data broker? Like Zuckerberg? Don't tell him too much about yourself. Okay, fine. Ask about the shifting stone. This just seems like a lore. After Asterigos, he took advantage. Asterigos or Asterigos? I jokingly called it Asteramigos, but I'm not quite sure what. I wasn't paying attention to the story, so I'm not really sure if that's. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Admittedly, I prefer dealing with mobs than like really tanky bosses, but whatever. Where's what's her name? Yeah, she has some stuff I can store stuff here. Poof, what do you need? Poof, what do you need? Can't store that. Yeah, there's nothing to withdraw. Well, is there someone back there in the distance? Mind your manners. I'm Bruce with banners. Yeah, who's that? Wait, is that what's her name from Dust and Elysium Tale? My appearance? I do love a blacksmith in a video game like this. Especially the female ones. What are we doing here? Volcane is the shelter's blacksmith. She's able to use Ephesian technology and enhance Hilda's. Yeah, actual blacksmith. Like Shuri. Black Kinsey. From Ages of Mayhem. Volcane can make the protect. So yeah, but yeah, this is like the what's her name? This is like Gadget Hack Wrench from Death Elysium Tale. Volcane can make the protective trinkets commonly used by Ephesians. These trinkets contain magic that can successfully strengthen Hilda's defense. So we can do crafting. She called me sweetie. Guess she's into me. Let's see. Physics, astral. So physical damage and weapons. Shabby necklace. So I need those trinkets on the right-hand side of the screen to actually make these items, it looks like. And I don't have the Ori Halkamores. I was afraid of that. And I can buy those from the dude back in town. I can buy those from the merchant back in the Blackstreets. So I can craft a trinket. Okay. But I need more goods. 2K. Let's see. Upgrade weapons. So I got sword and daggers. I don't have the sword. Oh, I want bracelets. Yeah. Why don't I have any bracelets? Yeah, I don't have any. Where do I get bracelets, actually? I could probably try switching weapons eventually. Hold it down. 750. Not much of an upgrade. Also need starite orgs. I have a staff. Requires 2 of those. So it's an upgrade. Doesn't seem to be much of an upgrade. Okay, where do I switch weapons? Yeah, so I can switch. Okay. How do I switch the daggers to the bracelets? Magic landmines. Yes. Like I said, well, these are bracelets, not knuckle dusters. But I jokingly called them like brass knuckles. I just love the idea of a magic game, like a fantasy game with like freaking knuckle dusters, like just bust dudes in the mouth kind of knuckle busters. It's hilarious. In fact, how do they work? Yeah, look at that. So they have some range on them. Yeah. So Y again. 4 hit. Then throw in a staff. So staff, knuckle, 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 staff. Huh. The daggers allow you to close the distance. That's probably more useful. That like just F off attack might work. We'll see how that goes. And let's see, left trigger. Magic landmine. So does the enemy trigger it? The left trigger just drops mines. Let me see what that's about. That's weird. We're going to end the video pretty soon. Give me a second. Have them use basic conjure magic landmines and magic and set them on the ground. If an enemy steps on them, it explodes, dealing damage and causing a knockdown effect. Amazing. Now we're talking. Now we'll see how strong it is when we get the opportunity, but so I can switch these weapons at any time. But yeah, if I don't want to go on foot to where I was, I might have to use those consumables to head back to the last conduit I visited. Can't talk to him, I guess. Place is a bit bigger than I expected. Can't talk to him either. And can't break through this. Nope. What's this over here? Nothing there I can grab. Again, I said before, I do like the music in this game, so I'm going to sample more of it later. We're in the sewers now. But these might be entryways to other areas I can't visit yet. There might be like gates blocking my progress. It would not shock me. It does kind of suck there's no map that I could actually use to like navigate these spaces. So that's not amazing. Okay, I've already been here. Okay, that's fine. I've already been here. So it's a big old hub area, but like, can I actually explore anything? Like, is there anything worth exploring here? Like, can I visit areas I'm not supposed to visit down here? Hi, guys. Well, they're not attacking me, so that's fine. I'm pressing the right stick, but there's no one visiting me. They're probably not going to let me go through here. Hello. It already came this way. Okay. So I already came this way then, right? Let me find out. Because if that's the way to Blackstreet, then we're fine. I just can't teleport there, I don't think, without using a consumable, and that's not cool. Yeah, nothing there I can get through. Okay, so it's blocked off. So before I end the video, I'll just see where I can actually go. I just kind of want to see where the game lets me, because I kind of want to see if there's anything around here. You know, obviously there's a conduit up there, but we'll worry about that later. So that's the way back to Blackstreet. So I opened that. Can't go that way. So we use the aqueducts to get back to Blackstreet. Yeah, back to Blackstreet. I guess I already came this way, so never mind. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to load where I was. So I'm not going to count any of the upgrades that I made. Quintus storage. Yes, I will not count any of the upgrades I just made. Show autosaves. Oh, okay, that's cute. So there are manual saves and all the breadcrumb saves. That's cute. All right, so we'll just head back to where we were. We'll end the video shortly. Recorded this with the Plantronics headset with the big cans, plugged into the quad-core Celeron Windows 10 education laptop. Camera app is capturing the footage at 30 frames a second because that's pretty much where it's not locked to 30, but it's not getting any higher than 40, I would argue. So, and by the way, I'm capturing this with the Vanco video capture device, which has an HDMI pass-through, so I'm playing on my Insignia Best Buy TV, so I get the lower input latency. I think I'm in game mode. Let me check. Does it say I'm in game mode? Well, it doesn't say I'm in game mode. I'm pretty sure game mode was on. Maybe game mode was off and I didn't know. Well, at any rate, I got lower input latency now. I don't remember ever turning it off. So where am I? Here. Okay. So I can document. By the way, there's no like processing on this image either, so it's a bit rougher than it would be otherwise. Because game mode turns off most of the stuff. In a lot of TVs, the game mode is just there for processing. The game mode just turns off all the post processing. It just gives you a raw image usually. Not on all TVs. Sometimes I think there might be some bugs where game mode is actually gives you higher input latency, higher input lag for some reason. So I can use the bracelets instead. So we'll practice the bracelets in the next video. Yeah, we've been going 4 hours in this game. I think we're doing all right. I think this game might be all right. I should probably wind up playing that other game. What's it called? Paradise Killer? So we'll play Paradise Killer next time, I suppose. But I think it might just be like a point-and-click adventure game of sorts, or at least the equivalent of such. So I'm not expecting much out of that. But this one seems okay. I do want to download the demo to see how it runs on my laptop. I doubt it runs on my laptop. But again, games like Control run on my laptop, even though games like Saints Row 4 don't that well. That was just the open world areas, but it might just be a driver issue. But yeah, video number 4 is done. This is video number 4, I think. Yep, video number 4, current round. Haha. Kill count, death count, 0. That's what your boy's talking about. See? Dark Souls isn't that hard. Asterigos. Curse of the Stars on the Xbox One.